Alright, so after some technical difficulties with the stream, we're back now. And let's see what's happened. I see a few people have done their pit stops.
Yeah, Gutierrez is in
Namely,
the pits.
Gutierrez, yes. I think Heis has done his pit stop. James Andrews has. Tina Curtis, Yaroslav, Massimiliano. I'm pretty sure they've all done their pit stops.
Here we go. Here's the graphic. Gutierrez has done one. Curtis has done one. I think a few of the back markers have also just come to the pit lane.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Dice Youngster hasn't pitted yet, so he's just there on merit.
Heis Youngster hasn't moved up then. I thought he pitted because I'm pretty sure he was like, no, yeah, he spun around.
He was P24, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he spun around.
Yeah, we're about to get halfway through this race, so pit stops should be happening pretty soon for most of the drivers here.
Yeah, well, people have different strategies, I guess. Craig Patterson DNF'd after a turn 1 incident. I saw that while the stream was off. And then Sergey is still in the pits. He's been watching, I guess, for 2 hours. What's happening in the front? Ben Skinner's back past Lucas Tan. Oh, James Knox is in the pits now. The strategy calls are different for everyone. Last race, we had Yaroslav Shamanov pit after lap 1 to just do his pit stop and just finish the race without having to worry about it anymore. And it actually worked out decent for him. He got some good points. Casper Kurtz with the enormous send on Robin Moling up into P2. That's for him. Brody Lawless 4 seconds ahead almost in P1. Alexander Maggio P5. Ben Skinner was aiming for a double win, but he's going to be lucky if he gets a double podium at this rate. He's in P6 and he's quite far off. P3, just about 4-5 seconds.
Yeah, but P4 is in his sights there. As there's a bit of battle brewing up here for P4.
Yeah, if they can close the gap a bit and to P3 as well, if they don't fight too much, I think they should work together in my opinion. Maggio and Victor, but Victor, as we've seen, is quite aggressive, and I don't think that's going to be the case of these two working together. Maggio dives into the pits. It's a weird pit entry.
It's a very weird pit entry.
I imagine it was going to be after the corner, but it's before. Maggio into the pits now. Nobody else is joining him though. He's lonely.
Just going for the undercut on a Burnett.
Yep. A lot of people still need to pit. Maybe there's gonna be more last minute or just a few laps after, but ooh, David Zaninen is also in the pits. He's up in P10, but he's gonna drop down back now.
Yeah,
and
Sami Kander is also
as well. Yep. Yes, a strategy is starting to come into play now. Lana Rahim up into P12, but I don't think that's actual position. I'm pretty sure he still needs to do a pit stop as well.
Yeah. To be fair, most people still have to, but Maggio's actually come out P9. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, we need to see where Brody Lawless ends up after his pit stop, because that's gonna determine who's where, essentially. He's currently got a comfortable lead out of Casper Kurtz, who's having a better race in the dry conditions.
Yeah,
but he's still 3.5 back. Ooh, yellow sector for a second. I wonder what happened there. Race 2 not so eventful. Race 2 not so eventful.
Oh, there's a Ipiteshvili into the pit lane as well, P25.
Oh, you got his name pretty good.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, yeah, I did.
Yeah, you got his name pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I was just slow in sector 2. That was.
Oh, he mistook the he mistook the line. It's over here where the light is after this corner. He slowed down a bit too early. But we'll I don't think that's too bad for him. He didn't lose that much time, only 1 or 2 seconds, I guess. But still, time lost nonetheless.
Yeah.
Philip Cherwinski DNF, double DNF for him in round 3. I wonder what's happened to him as well. Maybe just gave up because he's so far back. Lana Rahim in the pits, Thijs Youngster in the pits, Mateus Piskan in the pits, David Let. Who's that? Who's that? Martyr Zoli, I believe. I'm not quite
I
sure.
think.
Yeah, I think that is.
There's always yeah.
I think he's lapped.
Actually, well, here's a battle for Maggio and a Casper here.
Maggio
I think
back,
yeah, Casper.
right in the back of Casper Kurtz. He was quite a few seconds back. Maybe he lost some time in the pit stops. Casper, and now Alessandro Maggio is going around the outside. And is that raindrops I see on their visors? Okay, no, I'm mistaken.
Hopefully not.
Okay,
That would
no,
be
I
insane.
am mistaken. I
So
thought
now
for a second
they're
I saw some rain.
behind.
Oh,
Is that a
that's
lap car ahead
David.
of them? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's David.
Just letting them by. Ooh. Maggio looking to see if he can make a move down the inside. Casper goes wide, and
And
there's
Casper
the move
makes a
from Maggio.
mistake. Yeah, Casper looking to get the better line out of the exit of this corner right here. But he's not quite close enough. He's just going to have to throw him behind for the final two corners and see if he can do anything to the first section of this next lap. Already into lap 15.
Yeah. Brody, Robin Mulling, and Thailand are all in the pits. Brody's just come out ahead of this battle we see here between Maggio and Casper.
Ooh,
And that is
close.
that's Robin Mulling there. We see just ahead of Casper.
Oh, Casper in the
Okay.
goes a bit wide. Robin, though, that's good for him. He's still in P5. He hasn't lost much time. He's got good pace. I think he can keep it into the top 5 if he has everything set up perfectly on all his defensive moves and on his attacks if he does let Casper go through. This is quite a close race for P3, as we can see. They're up down to P7. They're only 1.5, 2 second gap. And then it's
It's
silent
very
2
close.
seconds behind.
Here comes Casper down the inside of Robin Mulling into the hairpin. Bit of a slight mistake there by Robin Mulling, just a bit too hard on the brakes, but he's let Casper by in there. Casper's up into P5.
Maybe his tires are a bit cold as well, since this is only his first lap and Casper's already driven on these tires for a few laps. Now that's James Knox behind, sizing him up. Yeah, Robin Mulling, this is a pretty strong outing for him because these last rounds have not been good for him. As long as he doesn't get taken out, I think he can come home and be happy with this result. Someone's diving into the pits.
Oh, it's Ben Skinner. Sorry.
Oh no,
never mind.
He's in the pits. Okay, I thought he DNF'd as well. I can't lie.
Imagine. But he's in the pits now.
I think he has to end up around where Lucas Thailand is. Martyr's only also in the pits. We can see him, I think, up ahead. I believe that's him.
No, I think that's a lap car probably. Yeah, Terzoli's behind.
Yeah. Oh no, it is Terzoli. No?
No,
I can't tell.
that was a lap car. He was just letting them all by.
Yep, that was a lap car. Ben Skinner, though, lost a bit of ground to his teammates. 5 seconds. That strategy call of overstaying didn't really help him out. Someone's at the gravel up ahead. That's Victor Burnett. Yeah, in the Optimino car. Massimiliano Riboli too wide with Emiliano Ortega, who's into P14. Oh, Massimiliano's still there on the inside. Now the outside. Now the inside. Now the outside for this next corner. Very close. Someone's out. There. Someone's out on the gravel. I wonder who that was. Martyr's really down into P16. Oh, that sucks for him, but he has a bit of time to gain some ground. The gap is not that big up to P10, to be fair, from P15, 16. If you have the pace, you can almost catch up maybe.
Riboli getting a bit of oversteer there through the hairpin. Keeping it straight, though, for now. Still trying to keep up with Emiliano Ortega there.
Yeah, people not struggling so much in these two corners specifically because in the rain, they were very, very hard for them. Who's that going super slow?
That's one of the lap cars, I believe, just getting out of the way.
Oh yeah, that's looks like the Optimino car, so I was surprised, but it wasn't him.
It's a yellow sector 3 zones.
Something's happened, maybe.
It could just be a lap car just being slow, just letting them by. Or it could be Ibitishvili just
just going slow.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, and he hits.
Who is that? That was a.
I think that's Nova McKenna. Oh, David just I think doesn't see Nova McKenna. Maybe he was in this blind spot, but he needs to be more aware. He can't be doing that. He did a good job letting everyone else pass, but I think he either misjudged it or just didn't quite see Nova McKenna. I'm not too sure.
I believe Nova Kenna was coming around the outside very quickly. Just yeah,
I'm not too
very
sure.
unfortunate for them.
Yeah, just very unfortunate incident. It'll probably be reviewed by the stewards after the race, if there's a report sent in. On Noah McKenna, I think he has quite a lot of damage from the looks of it. Steering broken, maybe. Could have pit to repair it, but oh yeah, definitely.
Jesus Christ.
Definitely has steering damage. He should have pit to repair. Looks like it anyway. Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's get back to this battle.
Ben Skinner fighting with Victor Burnett and who was that?
Izan Gutierrez just ahead of them.
Oh yeah,
Oh, move there by Ben Skinner.
Ben Skinner inside. Tina Curtis flying around the outside. Ben Skinner still there. What Tina Curtis?
Yeah, Tina Curtis is well behind them. She's
yeah,
like 3
I'm
seconds
blind.
behind.
Hold up. I keep thinking the Optuno car is the L car. They have not a similar design, but I don't know why I keep mistaking them. Massimiliano Riboli, DNS out of this race. Robin Molling sending a move.
Wow.
For P3. Robin Molling having a mega race for Spinardi. Not doing much spinning today, but that's better for them. James Knox very close, so this could be a very big battle. Someone spun. That's a bad rejoin almost, but he keeps on the grass. I think that's Lanner. Yep.
The one and only.
Lanner. The one and only Lanner and him racing for Prowler Racing. He's gonna continue driving now, but not a good race for him. Robin Molling still chasing down Casper Kurtz. He's had better pace in the drive, but Robin Molling is also pretty rapid. He's having quite the good 2 races here for himself. They don't have to worry about fighting too much. Lucas Tannen is 2 seconds back, and then it's Izan who's 4 seconds behind Lucas. Then up in the front, Brody Lawless is winning by a mile. He's 4.5 seconds ahead of Maggio. And then Casper is 4 seconds behind Maggio himself. So the top 3, big gaps, but P4 is very close to P3. So let's see what Robin can do in these last 5 laps of this race.
Yeah, onto the straight here. I think it's going to take a few more laps for Robin to get back up to Casper after his last attempt.
Yeah, 30 area isn't too bad, but you still need to be quite close in these cars to make a move done. Robin, though, seems that he has strong pace. Ben Skinner looking for a move around the inside, fakes it, tries to get into the head of Victor Burnett. Never mind, that was Victor Burnett.
Yeah, Burnett's in the middle.
I don't know why I keep mistaking them. The cars look sort of similar. Something's messing with me. Anyways, there's still a big fight going on for P7, but I don't think they can move much more ahead. Ben Skinner very close this time. Yeah. Good exit for him. Let's see if he can do something down the main straight. He's 1-2 tenths back on Victor Burnett. Victor Burnett is going to be looking to defend into turn 1. Ben's going to need to get a good exit. Victor Burnett, though, looks slightly better on the exit. Ben, though, now with the slipstream, isn't quite enough. Barely gaining, just inching forward. Ooh, Ben Skinner
just very close. Just have to line it up next time.
Yeah, this is also a very, very long section. This is basically flat, except this kink here. Now it's flat, but he's too far back. He's lost a bit of time. The gap between them is roughly about 3 tenths, and then Victor has a 5-10 gap to Izan, who's having a really strong round. He's having a really, really strong outing in round 3.
Yeah,
I don't think he's had this good results in the previous 2.
Yeah, just noting Robin Molling was gaining a lot of time on the straight with the slipstream. But he's still waiting to see if there's any sort of move. But meanwhile, Ben Skinner here still trying to wait behind Victor Burnett and Izan Gutierrez. But there goes. There's a mistake by Izan Gutierrez. Down the inside goes Victor Burnett. And maybe Ben Skinner trying to make the most out of it.
Ooh, someone in the
back.
back.
Spin in the background.
Spinning.
Oh, there's a move by Ben Skinner down the inside on Izan Gutierrez. Trying to make it work side by side.
Yeah, they have a bit of contact, but make it work. There's still too wide coming to the last section. Izan is ahead though. As long as he keeps this line, Benskinner can't really do much into these last corners. Victor Burnett already 7 tenths ahead. And Ben Skinner is looking to make a move down into turn 1. Izan is in a defensive line.
Yes,
Not
not a
quite
lot of
close.
time left.
Ooh, Izan
Oh,
makes a mistake.
Izan's gone wide.
Izan's
Yikes.
mistake after mistake. He was just P7 a few corners ago. Now he's down to P9, but at least Tina Curtis is far back, so they can't really capitalize too much. Yarosov, though, on Tina's tail, and Mateos Piskan is also there. So there's a 3-way fight for P10, 3-way fight for P7, and a 3-way fight for P3. What about a
Just
fight?
trying to get past through this lap traffic. There's a lot of lap traffic here.
Is that lap traffic? Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No, wait, that's for move.
No, it's
That's
Gutierrez.
for position. Yeah, that's. What's happened to Gutierrez? Oh, another mistake by him.
He's making the move on Yaroslav again. He's gotten the position, possibly. Still side by side, though.
Still on the. Oh, never mind. Makes a bit of a mistake. Goes a bit on the grass. Wonder what's happened to Izan.
Oh, we're about to see it here. Down the inside here, I believe that's Burnett. And he's just spun off
Ben
the
Skinner,
contact.
I think Ben Skinner turned in a bit too early, but someone went off in the background. That was not James Andrews, but nonetheless, we're watching James. Oh, never mind, that was James Andrews. Big hit for James. Straight into the wall, loses his front wing. Gets suspension damage. Most definitely, I can see that. Unlucky for him, he's not having a good race himself. And he's retired the car. Noah McKenna has also retired the car. A lot of retirements in this race too. I think about 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 retirements, I think, so far. Lando Rahim still going. 1 lap down though.
Yeah, meanwhile, Lucas Stylen has actually.
Yeah,
Lucas Stylen has caught up to James Knox and all them.
Yeah,
so
Lucas Stylen.
Move from him.
He's there's a 4-way battle now for P3. Let's see. I think they're gonna be sizing moves up on the last lap because it's quite easy to get re-overtaken or lose a lot of time on this track. So you'll see what happens. Lucas Stylen though, still possibility to get P3. Small possibility, but it's still there. Only 2 seconds back from P3.
Oh, they're side by side for P15, or is that P16?
P16, yeah, P16.
Yeah, P16. Simon Kenner just ahead of Daniel Scott there.
Daniel Scott, I don't know what happened to him. Or pole sitter, he's down to P17. I don't know what's happened to his race.
Yeah, terrible start, and then just kept falling down and down. It's not great for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he didn't see the lights or what happened, but not a good start for him.
I was looking at his what was it, the GUI for his brakes. He was on the brakes a little bit on the start for some reason. Not entirely sure why.
It's I mean, it's flat. It doesn't have an uphill or a downhill, but I don't know. Maybe instinct. Landon Rahim, the one-man army, the wall. They call him the wall. He's a great defensive driver, but he's down to P19 after a very unlucky sequence of events for him in the beginning of the race.
Here's Lucas Stylen making the move on James Knox down the inside here. Making it work, James Knox. Looking to see if there's any more space. Can't seem to do it, and Lucas Stylen up to P5.
Yarosov defending. He's on deep when the brake locks up, pushes him a bit wide. They don't lose too much time. Relatively clean, but still Yarosov's not going to be happy with that. He's going to be looking to make the move back. He's very close here. Maybe even bumped him a bit in mid-corner. Izan saves it though. Yarosov sending down a move. Izan is sending down a move himself. I think that's a lapped car right there. Yes, that's David.
Still around the outside. Nah, I can't do it.
Nope, he's lined up behind him.
And now Mateus Piskan still in this battle.
We're at the last lap now. Mateus Piskan is looking to get into the P11, P10 position because he still can achieve that.
Oh, there he goes.
Ooh, deep move by Piskan. Gets it done on Yarosov. I'm not sure if there was contact. I couldn't quite see. That's David in the
Still side by
background
side.
going wide.
Yeah.
Mateus Piskan still too wide with Yarosov. Izan is now running away. I think it's going to be the fight for P11. Yarosov on the inside. Who's going to break it later? Matos is deep in the break. Around the outside. Does he have the grip? Not quite. He's still about there, but I think he's going to tuck back into the slipstream. No, never mind. He's still there. A bit back. Oh, he doesn't quite have the overspeed.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's side by side.
Switch back here, surely. Yeah.
Yarosov
Can he
deep
make
on
it
the
work?
brakes. Brody
Yaroslav just
Lawless,
ahead.
though,
Oh.
he's going to win his first race of the season in a few corners.
Or just now, actually.
He's just about to cross the line, and that's P1 for Brody Lawless. He wins his first race. That's Alessandro Maggio in P2. This is the second 1-2 of Team Italia. Kasper Kuritz into P3. And the battle for, what is this? P9 is still going on.
Yeah, Tina Curtis.
He's on, sending a move.
Oh, they've touched. They've touched. And there goes Tina Curtis. He just split out Tina Curtis. And that's Yaroslav and
Tina Curtis trying to reverse. Yeah, he's on. I think he's gonna give the position back, but way too aggressive. He lost more than he won. David Zanini gained a few positions than Yaroslav as well. Not a smart move by Izan. I see why he'd want to do that, but just way too aggressive. It wasn't gonna work. The corner isn't made for overtaking. It's just made for going around the corner, the track.
Just getting to the line, you know?
Yeah, just getting to the line, just making it through, yeah. It's not really good for a sense. Tina tried to give space, but yeah, that's just last ground.
They both lost 3 positions from that. Piskan getting the best of Yaroslav, who finishes P10, and then Zanini was able to get past both of them as well.
Yep. So, Brody Lawless into P1, that's his first victory of the season, and the second 1-2 for Team Italia. Alessandro Maggio in P2. P3 Kasper Kuritz after a bad race 1. This is a good race 2 for him. Robin Molling with the best result for Spinardi of the season. P5 Lucas Styland, strong comeback drive. P6 James Knox. P7 Victor Burnett. P8 Ben Skinner. P9 Matos Piskan. And P10 Yaroslav Shawamanov. P11 David Zanini. P12 Tina Curtis. P13 Izan Gutierrez, who had a scuffle with Tina. P19 Mortar Zoli, and P15 Simon Kander. P16 Daniel Scott, just not managing to get any points. P17 Thijs Jongstra. P18 Emiliano Ortega. P19 Lana Rahim. P20 Brando Tenorio. P21 David Epitashvili. P22 James Andrews, who DNF'd. P23 Nova McKenna, who DNF'd after getting hit by David. P24 Massimiliano Riboli, P25 Philip Cherinsky, and P26 Craig Patterson. That's race 2. Very eventful. Again, not quite as much as race 1, but still quite a lot of stuff happened. It was interesting.
Yeah.
The last 5 laps were the best part of the race, of course. But driving standards have still a bit to improve, but overall we're moving in a positive direction, and everything's going better now.
Either way, that was a very entertaining race, honestly.
Yep. Next race is going to be in the United States. It's where are we? Atlanta Motorsports Park. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. USA is always a good race because United States of America, freedom. Yeah, baby.
What the hell is a kilometer?
Yeah, everyone needs the kilometer in here, so doesn't really work. Anyways, we can get some interviewees in. If anybody wants, they can join the waiting room in the Discord and get an interview. Doesn't matter where you finished. We're gonna ask you a few questions, and that's gonna be about it. I don't think anyone wants to join for an interview. Damn,
Yeah, it
second
doesn't
race
seem like
without
it.
an interview. Come on, people. Get to joining. I want to ask some questions. See how the season's going for you. Come on. Well, if nobody's gonna join for interviews, I guess we're going to be ending the stream. This was round 3 of the Open Warrior Sprint Series. I'm Samuil Slavev, and the commentator alongside me is Nathan Cow, who I thank for joining last minute to be an emergency commentator. Never mind, people want to interview now.
Oh, here
We're
we
not
go.
doing this. Yep, now everyone's in the waiting room. Okay, I'm gonna bring them one by one for now because I don't want to cause chaos. So, who are we gonna bring first? I don't know about Brody Lawless. He's gonna say something interesting. So, I'm gonna bring in Alessandro Maggio. Hello, Maggio.
Hello.
So, P2 for you in the second race, and a second one too for the season for Team Italia. Do you think you can win it all? Do you think you can win the driver championship and the constructor championship?
I hope. Ideally, the main, let's say, concern would be win the drivers' championship. But if we can bring home the constructors as well, then so be it. I don't mind that. Sure.
What do you think of the wet race? Was it interesting, the first wet race of the season?
Yeah, surely was. I was quite positively surprised by James's pace, to say the least. Even though he started losing to me in the last few laps, and eventually we collided because it was a bit of an uh, unfortunate moment. He was into the hairpin ahead of me fully. I was going for a very late dive. I broke very late. Although I was still behind, he kind of moved back across into my braking path and we came together. But to avoid a penalty, I just stopped and, you know, let him
Yeah, we
drive through.
noted that on the stream. That was very, very high standard by you, and we appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
Did the weather catch you off guard, to say?
Not really. I mean, all things considered, I started practicing literally today at like 1 p.m. or whatever it was. And to be honest, I'm quite happy with this result. I knew that the rain was going to help you anyways. So, yeah, I'm okay with this result. I don't mind it.
That's good to hear. Nathan, do you have any questions?
Currently not really, but other than just great job, man.
Thanks, I guess.
All right, Maggio, I'm gonna be moving you back into the waiting room and getting someone else. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you. See ya.
Yep. Let's move in Matos, and then we can get Lanner, and then Casper.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
Matos.
Hello.
So,
Yeah.
what do you think of your first OWSS round? I'm gonna butcher that a bit.
I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I didn't practice at all. I didn't know I would race. I joined with 1 minute to go with like till practice. Race 1 was very fun with the monsoon rain, which should have been red flag, but okay, it's fine. And race 2 was just like I was a bit mad in race 2 because someone got an 8-second undercut on me, and I was like, oh, what is this?
I wonder who the driver was. Can you share with us?
No, I'm gatekeeping. I'm not sharing with you.
Gatekeeping, okay. How do you describe the racing environment here compared to other leagues you might race in?
It was very difficult to overtake here. I don't know if it's because the drivers, but there's just like, I don't know, I had no stress in it. I really like the concept of fixed setups here. Maybe I'll be back for more, but I just joined for fun. I've raced in GPV. Obviously, the standards are a bit higher, but here it's not like terrible. But the only way you can overtake around this, I don't know if it's only truck or car, but you have to dive bomb pass. You cannot pass on the straight; it's impossible.
I think it's mainly Okayama because I don't think we had that issue quite on in the last rounds, but maybe it is just track specific.
Maybe.
Nathan, you have anything to ask?
Yeah, I want to go back to the second race, that last lap, with the battle with Yaroslav and that passing of Izan and Tina. What was it like from
Yeah.
your perspective?
I was like, I tried to pass. I don't know. He had a really long name, so I will just call him.
Yaroslav?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to pass.
Yeah.
I was trying to catch them for so long. It was like 8 seconds when I came out of the pit. That's why I said the 8 second undercut. I was like, wow, this is gonna be so long. Then at the end, my tires were dead. I was just like desperate. I got alongside in turn one. We were side by side all the way into the hairpin. Then he got me, so I tried to dive, and then I was like, okay, well, P12 that is. And then I see two cars spin because I think Gutierrez was his name. I think he like
Yes.
spun somewhere. I don't know. He was
Yeah.
really
He
slow.
sent up the inside into the last corner on Tina Curtis.
I see. Yeah, so I was just like, I don't know, I was just happy that they get each other. Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you for joining us, Matheus, and I hope to see you on the grid again. And I hope you had a good time.
I'm proud of Brody Lawless. Brody Lawless, the MVP. Maggio doesn't deserve any credit for this. It's only Brody. Okay. Have fun, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna bring in two people now. I'm gonna bring in Casper and Lanner.
At the same time?
Yeah, but Lanner's gonna be keeping quiet. Lanner,
Oh, hello. What?
Lanner, don't speak now. Yes. Just
Oh.
wait for Casper. So
You've been
Casper,
silenced, Leonard.
so Casper, how was your race one? You didn't do quite that good.
Thank you. I was okay. I spun 2 times. I was not ready for it to be that wet. And I got yelled at for screaming. So, good race.
Yeah, we saw you struggle in the wet. You dropped down quite a few positions, but the dry race was the stronger suit for you. Do you like dry or wet more?
With this car, the dry definitely, but with every other car, in past like results, I've done better in wet races. So maybe a bit more practice will have been more like beneficial.
How can you describe the car in the wet conditions?
Wet conditions, I have no clue where this rain came from or what typhoon came over the track. Car, it feels like an overpowered go-kart, but without any aero, which is weird. And mixing those two together, the rain and the car was very funny and very hard to drive at the same time.
I see. And what was your strategy going to the feature race after your lackluster race one?
Pray.
Pray.
That I don't get praying. Yes. Getting the right mindset that in first turn I should be at least top 5, which I think I was.
Yep.
So that's good. And then just I have no clue, but somehow get to the podium, which I did.
Yeah, you managed to get the podium, barely hang onto it because there was a big fight for it, 4-car battle. Did you feel the pressure from that?
Yes, kinda. But at that point, I was so tired, and if I was like top 15 or like barely in top 15, I would have probably just DNF'd because I was bored for half the time because I had no one near me. But yeah, that made it interesting at least.
All right, Casper. Well, thank you for joining us. Nathan, if you have any questions, you can ask him.
Yeah, after your spins in the first race, are you interested in joining Spinardi?
Yes, very interested.
You should ask Daniel Scott to join Spinardi, yes. All right, Casper, if that's gonna be it, I'll be moving you. And Lanner, you can unmute now.
Bye-bye.
You can talk.
Hello.
Hello, Lanner. How
Hi.
was your race? How were your races?
Oh.
What do you think?
Also, personally, I thought it was a great race. I was a menace on the track, but that's okay because I finished, and that's what matters. Because if you finish, you cannot DNF. Motivational quotes.
Yeah. Lanner, very smart guy. One of the smartest people I know.
Thanks.
What was your race 1 result and race 2 result?
P23 and P21.
Well, at least you improved for the feature race.
Thanks.
Lanner, what are your goals for the upcoming races?
to stay off Le Mans Ultimate because they are the same game engine and I'm too used to Le Mans Ultimate, so that's bad for me. So practice R Factor 2, get used to this stupid car that I cannot drive for some reason, and hopefully finish top 10. I mean, and I have to credit my team owner because he's a great guy, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, Leonard. Well, Nathan, do you have anything to ask, Leonard?
Love you, Leonard, but I have nothing here.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. See you, Leonard. We love you. Do we bring in one last person or?
I mean, the only one left is Brody Lawless. Are
Yeah,
you
do
sure
we
about that
bring
one?
him? All right, let's bring him and let's see what he can say.
Ah,
Hello, Brody.
Hello.
hello, princess.
How
There
did
it is.
how did how did race 1 go for you? What do you think
It
of
was
race 1?
awful. The rain sucked. I wanted to die. I couldn't drive the car fast. I did 10 hours of practice. It was bad.
Didn't you say you want rain before the race?
Yeah, not that heavy though. I was like, bro, it was actually awful.
Well, I couldn't tell you who to blame for that. Maybe Ramco because he added the live weather plugin, but I don't recommend blaming Ramco. He's the GOAT. But yeah,
Yeah, stop it,
so
Glazlow, bro.
yeah, what is your goal for the rest of the season? If you're consistent and
Um,
you drive each round, can you win the championship?
oh yeah, that Maggie guy sucks. I don't know. I need to pick pace up, bro. You couldn't even catch up to me. That was awful. Yeah, I'll probably win. You know, it's just basic stuff really. Drive a car, drive it fast, win the race. Simple as that.
Yep, quick math.
Yeah.
Nathan, do you have anything to ask Brody?
Yeah, Brody.
Yes, princess.
Nothing. Nothing.
No, no.
Okay, you got
No
done.
way.
You got done.
There's
I'm gonna
no way.
disconnect you so we can save a bit of aura. But that's gonna be it for the questions for Brody. And
love
thank
you.
you for joining us. Okay, you got him good with that. You got him very good with that.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's gonna be stream over this time for real. Thanks to Remco for doing the cameras. Thanks for Alberto for hosting the race. And thank you, Nathan, for joining me. And I'll see you all in round 4 in the United States.